stop and it don't quit like this, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Dean, 72 to 92.
I jumped out my bed early on a sunny day, sipped on my khaki suit and grabbed the keys from my tray, hit the block with my Glock on my side as I slide. Pancake front and back is west side when I ride. Now rolling on them G's feel like I'm skipping across the ocean. I'm planning for some hustle, now I'm stuck in through emotion. Four niggas in my left lane moving up fast with they strap and they lap. Now I know they're ready to blast, so I ask myself, what shall I do? K-Lo is riding shotgun, he got the deuce. I put my hand on my strap, snap back and attack. 6 shots from my Glock at the pillar cap back, so now I flex, what's next? You can't see me, I'm from the F, I'm deaf, the capital I back to the double G. So what you gonna do? Ain't no shame in my pimpin' disrespect, I break your neck like if my name was O.J. Simpson. I'm dipping through your hood late night, keep my finger on the trigger cause my shit is packed tight. Niggas bow down to the YG, no mistakes I'ma make on the MIC. So let me make sure your niggas recognize that fools in my city drop it down like flies. It's on to the break it down non-stop, got 16 in that clip and one locked in my Glock. Can't hide. Where you from? West side. Next day, 7 o'clock, one time is at my door. Went to my stash and grabbed my cash and made my way out the window, but what do you know? Damn, man, I couldn't get forward. One time got me cuffed and found my caviar, so now it's straight to the county jail, ready to do my time in the cell as I bear with B-Braze from the 9. 2 years later, now I'm back on the street with my khakis extra crease, watching for the police in the cut coming up day by day. I'm serving a big fat bomb caviar. It's no matter what you do and no matter what you say, wrong movement, you sprayed with the AK. But anyway, let me flex, chin checks when I wreck, serving them niggas hollow points just to gain respect. With my Glock tick tock, Nina block it don't stop, drop cops with the pop, toe to toe you get mopped. Now he's on the mission just to gain control. In the 84 coupe, serving us swerving on Figaro. 4 deep in the Jeep, don't sleep when we creep. My fingers on the trigger, ready to serve that ass heat, nigga. Can't hide where you from, west side. Late night, I'm laid back in the rag 63, feeling high as a kite off a sack of ET. Not knowing that some niggas stepping up from the back, straight dressed in all black with they strap ready to crack. I put my hand on my Glock, man, I think it's too late because I'm hit by your motherfucking chrome 38. I regulate my mind and grab my strap, one smoke. It's all the same, took aim, bustin', laid him on the floor. I hopped out the tray and staggered all the way down the block. I came to a stop, then the nigga had to drop. Hey yo, I blanked out in the middle of the street, woke up at MLK with my homies next to me. The flow that I flip is so gangstified, it ain't no escaping from that west side ride. So let me take you on a mission and back. When you enter Figaro, you know you best to pack your strap and keep your hands on your Glock, cause the shit don't stop with the crooked ass cop. It's the J to the UN, back into the E, and it's just another day on the F-I double G, yo. And it just don't stop. It's like that in the place to be. I got my nigga Wayne B, and I'm the J to the UN, back into the E, yo. Can't hide where you from, west side. Can't hide where you from, west side.
Oh, yes, fuck sandwiches. It's Maxwell Silverhammer. This is Nothing Sacred. Cruise Control is, he got prior engagement, so it's just me tonight flying solo. And this is ironic because it's our first show in June, and I got June Dawg on with me, man. What's happening?
You already know, man. Just trying to get this good day out the way, man. Good day, sunny day in June. Hollering at June, like you say.
Yep. So, and for those who don't know, well, or those who don't realize, you could have heard the last track we played was off the Flamin' B-Dogs Come Better album, and it's that was that Nina block, man, that you did. That was a solo track, huh?
Right. That was my first solo song ever, right there. I featured on a few other songs, but as far as me doing something personally, that was all me, right?
Man, well, it kind of has a haunting feeling to it, man. Is that something you were trying for?
Well, at that time, man, I was really just trying to tell a story. I don't know. I've moved on way my writing skills and the way I plan and plot a song before I record is totally different. I just went in there off the energy it was at that time, man. I guess that was going on at that time. So whatever it came out with, that's what it is.
That's how it came. Well, that's and you were on a few of the Damu Writers projects too, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I was associated with it as far as writing and all the guys, B-Braze, Little Laniac, Little Hawk, Spider, Big Y, Relatives. I was always in the middle of everything, but I got my start, my showcase on the Flaming CD.
Ah.
And then I did things with my guy G Lynn. He was out there as well.
So that's like oh, hold up, you were breaking up a little bit.
So that's how everybody grouped me in with that whole project. Just being part of the crew. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, and didn't Lonzo Williams have a hand in that project? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did the Flaming. So I was all over the CD, me and B-Braze, Lil Hawk. But yeah, that was Alonzo Williams. We used to go to his place and he had the big studio in the garage. It's like whatever we did, but I never knew he was so in the light of having NWAs,
Right.
So, it was a good experience.
Man, well, let's take it back because you're from Belize originally?
Yeah, from Belize, moms, dad, grandmas, grandpa. It's from Belize, Stan Creek in Belize City. So, when you come to my neighborhood, all you got to do is say, if you go to my neighborhood and say, man, I'm looking for the Belize's, it's going to be us and my family, We're still there, still staple, outstanding. But, it's all good, man.
When did you come here? When did you guys get here? How old were you?
Well, my grandmother moved on the block in 72, 71, 72.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't around then, but yeah, that's when my grandmother got there. So, in the neighborhood ever since then.
It's interesting though, because I'm sure then you got involved in the gangbanging stuff as you got older. Was that kind of a culture shock for them? Like, man, what is this? All of a sudden my son's wearing red clothing and, claiming bees and this and that and whatever. So how'd that go over?
Well, it was, the block that she lived on was like the epicenter. It was like you look out the window, you're seeing red rags. You're seeing like at least 20 to 25 people hanging out selling dope. So they knew about it. They knew the colors. They knew the red color. So if anything, I wear red. So they're aware. They got an eyebrow up. But shit, man. But we're part of the neighborhood. We've been there so long. So the gangbangers, they started coming to the house and eating some plantain and beans and rice and Belize food. My grandmother looked out for all of them when they was hungry. She fed them. I had older uncles who maybe one of them was running from the police and ran in the backyard. And if he was back there, he'll tell them, just lay down right here. So they kind of, how can I say it? They were like a fabric of the neighborhood,
Right.
So that, and then everybody looked out for the house, protected it as well. So it was, it wasn't no push and pull with it. Everybody was on board,
Right. And how active were you? I mean, were you, because, they have the affiliates and then they have the regulars. So what were you classified as?
Well, I was like, to keep everything 100. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure. Okay, let's go shoot everybody up today, and do all that. I did mines. I pick and choose. I had my crew I was with, hop out, beat people up right on the walls, got shot at, riding with the guys would shoot at somebody. But I was always one that had other stuff going on, like, you know, heavy in sports and, you know, my music as well. And I had an uncle that was a DJ, and, you know, they was about their money. You know, I had a lot of girlfriends, you know, so, you know, I had other stuff that for me to do instead of just being on the block like that. But like I said, when you're surrounded by that type of environment, and those are all your friends, you know, you really can't help to get involved with it. But I just thank God that I was smart enough, and I always, you know, had an outlet and always was busy. So it never consumed me like that to ruin my future or to have me stuck in somebody's penitentiary or have me in somebody's grave to this day.
That's good, man. That's why you're still alive, still around doing your thing. You know,
telling the story.
Exactly. Because most of those guys are deceased.
Dead or in jail. Exactly. But you know what? I sit today and I say, man, you know what them old folks used to tell us back in the day? You guys are going to be dead or in jail. We laughed at them, thought they was crazy, told them all, shut up, old man, old lady. Guess what? They was right as hell, man. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead or in jail. And if they wasn't, they were like me. They had something to get them away. You know, so shit, man, it's crazy though. Those old folks was telling the truth.
It's funny how as youngsters, you know, I think we're all guilty of it. We think that they don't know. It's like, man, they've been through it way before we have, you know? So why would we not know? You know, why would they not know?
Yeah. It's just, you know, when you out there, you just having fun, you living for the day, smoking weed, you know, dealing with all these different girls and don't have no responsibility. And every day is just a holiday. You're not paying no bills. You're not worried about that.
Right.
You know, but you get older. See, and when you get older, it's not even just people. They say you're gonna be dead or in jail. Now when you die, it's not just when you get older. It's not just gunshots. It's a certain age where all your friends are dying from gunshots, and then when you pass that age, you got cancer, you got high blood pressure, you got brain aneurysms, you got, you know. Now I'm to the age where my friends are not just dying from the gunshots no more. I'm past that.
Right.
It's health issues and all that. So, you know, life is short, as they say, you know, and I was blessed to be able to survive some gunshots myself as well. So, you know, I just take it easy, man.
That's actually, that's what happened to Red Room 781, right? He died of like some kind of like a cancer or something.
Yeah, like cancer, and he had it for a long time, but never said nothing. But he didn't have to say nothing. We knew something was wrong, but he never just sat you down and say, look, this is what's happening, X, Y, Z. You know, like we'll go out and maybe have a video shoot or something like that. Then all of a sudden he'll get sick, have to go lay down, or, you know, just we're in the studio when you got those LED lights that's flashing around. Maybe it'll give him a headache where he got to turn everything off, you know, like, and I'm like, wow, man, like this is something really going on, but I never questioned him, you know, but after a while, when it came down to it, you know, he broke down and told everybody what was what. He told them the real.
Probably answered a lot of questions for you guys where you were like, damn, no wonder he was doing that. Or
right, but we knew it was something, you know.
Right.
Something. Everybody had everybody whispering on the low, you know, what their guess is. So he really cleared the air, and that's what it was.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that was tough. I actually got to interview him back in 2010. And it was him and a guy named Apollo. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know Apollo.
Oh, okay. So I had them both come on and yeah, man, they drove the interview. I mean, those guys, I didn't have to ask them any questions. They just rolled.
Yeah.
So, but and you're still obviously you've been working on projects off and on from what, the late 90s to present. So what are there other past things out there that are available that you've dropped?
Well, yeah, I got I was on a soundtrack called Flat Road. It was with OFTV. They were formerly signed with Death Row Records, and you know they came up with their own label, Flat Road Records. So I dealt with them. I have a single on that. It's called Return of the West. I think you can get that off Amazon or whatnot. I'm on that. I'm all over that on a few records. Then I dibbled and dabbed with Heavyweight Records. That's with rest in peace Terry Carter, who got into the altercation. And unfortunately, got ran over by accident by Suge Knight. And I dealt with those guys. The flaming and stuff that I put out on my own. Right now I'm just putting out singles because with the climate right now, it's about singles and streams. And back then, I used to do it where we make a whole CD if we're selling it out the trunk or whatnot. But now I just this is just singles, man. Just trying to knock it out the park one good time.
Right. Well, you were on a mixtape too, weren't you? I think.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I was on what's that? Because Red Rum brought me to the table. Oh man, why can't Rep Your Set. It's the Rep Your Set soundtrack. What else? Man, I'm on so many stuff.
just in a lot of things. Right. That's what I'm saying. People don't realize, I don't know who that is. Well, I'm sure you do. You just don't realize you know who it is.
Right. Yeah. So. I have people like, man, I've been playing your stuff all that time. I didn't know that was you. Even my own family member, my own cousin told me that. He was like, man, that was you back in the days rapping with B-Braze. He just put the name together. I'm like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like those you guys are the hidden secrets. Sometimes they happen in the music business,
Right, but it's like some people get that break, but we've been doing this professionally and know what we're doing, but just didn't get that fortunate break like some of them guys did,
Right. Well, in the music business, it's not about being good. You could be as good as you want to be, but at the end of the day, it's who you know and who you blow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So
that's matter of fact, I think there was an interview on Street TV. I think you might have been on it actually, and one guy was saying that he was like, "Yeah, man, you got to have your face in the guy's ass and all this and that if you want to blow up." So
So I just I do this because I love. This is what I love to do. I still ride. I ride that love of my craft, and I believe once that's gone, you might as well hang it up. Now, they tell me, I've heard people say, pick what you do good and do it to the best and just do it for the love, because sooner or later, they're going to pay you for what you do. You know, you're not going to, that's like if a cook prepares you a meal, you can taste how he prepared it. Now, if somebody just slapped that shit together, you can taste that too. Like, man, what's going on with this,
Right. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh man, I didn't realize that was in it. But what do you think of these? There's guys that are, in their 40s, sometimes 50s, even still trying to play rapper. Like they still think they're going to blow up. I know somebody.
I feel, because there's a lot of older rappers, but I know those older rappers been in the game since young. Now they're old. But as far as breaking in the door as an older rapper, the thing that might make that work or could make that work is because you're allowed to put out your own records now. You don't need a record label to hold your hand. You can make, maybe you come across a hit song, you release it, and if it blow, I mean, a good song is a good song.
Yeah, true.
I never heard nobody stop to say, okay, wait a minute, I don't want to dance to this. Let me see how old is this dude to make this song. I mean, if it's a good song and they dancing, that's it doesn't matter.
Right.
Right. Until, I guess they get to knowing who it is. But if you in the club and the DJ play that shit, they're gonna continue dancing, man.
That's a good thing a lot of times too, because you just hear the audio, so you're like, oh, okay, this is dope. But then, as soon as you see a video, you're like, oh shit, this guy's like 50. What the hell?
Right now, but I believe you still have to have some kind of youthfulness to present. Like you can't be all great and shit, not even just out of the loop. You got to have some kind of youthfulness about you to attract that crowd, to attract that. Got to have that look.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know some guys personally that are still you know, they're in their 40s and they're still doing, you know, or they're getting scammed a lot of times too. That's another thing, man. There's a lot of scams online, you know. Oh man, we'll put you into the, you know, like the BET awards if you pay this much money or some crazy shit. So
and guess what? I got scammed too, man. But one thing you'll learn about me, I'm a real brother, man. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't put extras on it. I don't lie about it. I got scammed one time, man. The dude, oh man, I don't know how this happened. The dude, it was from Facebook. The fool said $300 you can open up for, what was it? Oh, it was now the guy slipped my mind right now. But anyway, he said it was at the farm in Inglewood. So I'm like, okay. But at the time, you know, they'd go back and forth with you on the messages and all that shit.
right, trying to firm it up.
I sent them the goddamn money and never heard from them again.
Oh,
And I say this because I laugh at it, you know, my guys laugh at it too, but I'm like, never again will nobody get no money online. And that's why, but it's a deeper scam like that. I could recover from $300. That's, you know, but it's a deeper scam. The scam that I think they taking advantage of these hungry rappers, like these fake record labels, and you know, pay us to do this X, Y, Z. But I'm like, if anybody wants to deal with you, they'll pay your expenses. They'll come get you if they want you bad enough. If it's real,
right.
you don't need to pay anything.
Somebody was telling me there was a scam. A buddy of mine was telling me about something called the Mo Thug scam or something, where they were hitting you up. That's when Bone and Mo Thugs was really big. And they were telling people, you know, hey, we're Mo Thugs, Louisiana or something. And, you know, we want you to come down. And if you can do this, you can rock a show and be on this album. And so people were eating that up and falling for it. You know, I don't remember the specifics, but yeah, there's a lot of bad shit out there, man, as far as if you're, especially as a rapper, where you need to look out, you know?
Right. And that's what they do, man. And it was another scam, but by this time I was already here. But I'm like, you know, I'm not falling for it, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna say the name. It's the rapper Gang, right?
Oh, okay.
This motherfucker, I don't know if I cuss on your.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I've been cussing all night, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so this guy, this guy, right, on Instagram, he's in your inbox saying, "Oh man, that shit is dope," you know, blah blah blah, whatever. You know, he be in the blood, I'm being the blood. I'm thinking it's some kind of, you know, it's some kind of like home base to this. Maybe this is what's up. So let me conversate with him a little more. But I was hearing that he was doing this, so it could have been. It's probably him. So he says, "Yeah, man, I want to put you on. I have you know, I got a record coming out, and you know, I'm looking for acts or whatever." So I'm like, okay, I know people from his neighborhood too, so I really could have got to the bottom of it, you know. He got a compilation, whatever, that he's trying to put together, and he wants one of your songs to be on there. So, you know, you go about it, you know, all right, cool. Okay, yeah, just send me $1,200, and then I'm like, oh, here you go asking me for money. right then, I said, oh man, I'm like, okay, that's the end of our conversation.
Right, you got to pay me to be on my album.
Right. Send me $1,200.
Doesn't that work? Usually, what it is if like for a guest appearance, right? You pay the artist to guest appear, as opposed to this is the other way around, where he's saying, you want to be on my album, you have to pay me.
Man,
wow.
I tell you, man, I'm good, man. I do it for the love. I'm not starving. I'm not hungry. Them days, I remember when I first started rapping, and I was in these major studios with Death Row. I was in Echo Sound and all these other studios with Heavyweight Records, where, you know, I didn't have no money in my pocket. I'm trying to smoke weed when they roll their weed up. When they buy pizza and chicken and shit for the studio, it's like, them days is over, bro. Like, you know, I live good. I'm straight.
Right.
You know, so what I do, like I do this for the love, you know, and for the love, this is what I do. I know how to hustle it. I know how to get it out there. I get it out there on my own. So I'm not sitting on my hands waiting for a handout.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna hustle it, and I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. If I make 25 cents off a record, that's 25 cents I earned on my own. So, you know, I'm not really hard up for
Right.
To give somebody $1,200 to be on their shit, you know.
Well, that's the thing. If you're, you know, that's the key, man. Just being happy doing it when you want to, and it doesn't have to be, oh shit, well I better make this record or else we're gonna be living, you know, in the tent somewhere in an alley,
right?
You know.
But I do understand that you have to spend money on your craft. Yeah, I understand that. Anything you do, maybe you might have to pay for studio time. You know, I have my own studio as well, so I don't even have to do that. But
see, there we go.
Even if I want to have someone else mix my music down, like I don't master, so you know, I send it out. I have to pay for that.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe it's a guy that I want his verse, and this is what he charged, and I'm feeling that me paying for this verse will benefit me. That's something I do, but I can't just send me this, and then you know, you can open up or send me a certain amount of money, and then I can get. Nah, I'm past that. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's for the kids, man. The 20-year-old, unsuspecting.
Right.
You know. But yeah, that's wow. Yeah, there's a lot. There was something on MySpace back in the day. Remember where it was something where there's a compilation they said they put you on and you had to purchase 50 copies of it, or it was some crazy shit. So, but man, well, you know what? I wanted to jump into another track. I got Turn Up here with you and Red Rum 781.
Yeah. We just it was something I put together. Some mixtape track. We just redid the Dr. Dre Let's Get High. And I just got all my guys on there and said, man, let's just do this and just throw it out there like a frisbee, man. Just attract attention and just throw it out there and let it land where it may.
See, that's how you should be doing music, you know, especially now.
Right. Yeah, just let it, man. It's a term where they say I'm just gonna throw the shit on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly. See if it sticks.
You know,
so. All right, we're going to roll to that real quick, and we'll come right back and talk to you. So hang tight.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga. Ha. June Dawg the Hog, nigga. I brought my homies. Nigga, we whooping in this motherfucker if you didn't know. The homies stay active, cheat up and ratchet. Keep a couple racks and a pistol under the mattress. Say the wrong word, they stretch you out like elastic. Trigger finger niggas, you leaking, eating the casket. June Dawg the General, Figaro's finest. My money stacking up while you niggas taking a minus. Fuck the one time, I'm a young Christopher Dorner. I shoot up the whole block and them niggas out on the corner. Nigga get money, you don't want bloodshed. This is for my niggas, Braze days already red. Gangsta shit, square niggas gon' love it. Figaro Rider gang, bitch, we bubbin'. I'm a West Side veteran, Inglewood alumni. Suwoo business, pinky and deck to thumb high. Maneuverability in and out the body on my bandana be burgundy, letting everybody know you probably go and tell. Stitching on the mission, shit is different, no well with this millennium edition. I'm a hard top classic, the ceiling ain't missing. Hydrochloric acid, I be spit on competition. My venomous vision, vindictive and violent. My villainous mafia lanes are silent. I'm a product of pain, my P-Funk vibrant, intelligent, but we'll show you how stupid that I get. Turn up, let's turn up. I wanna turn up. All my riders, give it up. K-Mo, turn up. Pull up on your drop, empty the barrel of your Gucci apparel. Pull up to the party to hang in the lobby. I'm robbing something in this bitch, gonna get naked. Trick with the chrome in your mouth, ain't it so tasty? Watch them come a missing like that young Miss Lacey. All for a couple chains and a few ounces. 14 shots got the whole party bouncing. And now I'm off ecstasy. I'm gonna tell you what the side effects gonna be. Some fire ass hair from the passenger seat. Plus I got this bad chick yelling Bumpy B. Walking that, talking that 50 shit. Making that, stacking that loot you trick. If I ain't on the block, then I'm fucking the bitch. Knee deep in that pussy, have her banging the clip. I'm a raw dog assassin that
that rep the six. Metro Avenue boys, you can get it, we sick. Money motivated, so me and my niggas gon' hit. And if the pistols pop out, I'm on my J.R. Smith. Yeah, whack deuce, bitch, I been itching to blow. Shout out to June, don't forget no YV in the dope. In a fast lane with a yellow bitch that blow. I'ma give it to you real, and that's just how shit go.
I was raised from young kids like Beto Deuce and Slim. Go face 11-5 to the left off the hill. At the Baby Jack, bitches, dope sacks in the strap. By the moguls, across from Jim Danny's where we at now. Started off young, little niggas with some guns. In and out of jail or on the motherfucking run. Ride a street the figure itching, we gon' shoot it. No good and stupid, don't think I'm a whoop it. Got pussy on hold, cause my money come first. No cut with the work in my all-star verse. So YG no good is my motherfucking name. And if you can't hang, don't swing, click bang.
First of all, to the motherfucking lanes. I'm big 2 P's from the Cross Atlantic gang. I done bang with the best of them, banged on the rest of them. Active, hop off stage and I'm pressing them. I can't rap about a thing he said. I can't jerk and I can't do the stanky leg. I slang work in my favorite color, hanky red. Gangsta rap on lock and that's frankly said. I was looking for a deal, I was trying to find you. Now I'm up to 6 birds, nigga, I can sign you. Anybody with an issue, go ahead and slide through. Stuck to your steering wheels, probably where they find you. Why make a diss rap and get you in a verse when I can just clap and get you in your turf? Oh, you niggas just rapping? I thought y'all was serious. 2 P's, cross Atlantic rules if you're curious. Hey,
Let's turn up. I wanna turn up. All my riders, give it up. Turn up.
Nigga, what? XO crib bitch, fuck with them true blue niggas. And the movie woo niggas. Honey gang that don't bang, mainly about that change. Red, blue, or gold, don't be slipping in that range. Roll with 100 bitches in packs like bats. All about that green, got that white in my cat. Turn it up on Western, West trick in the lack. Got that automatic chrome and a Ruger pitch black. The sheriff stay rolling, so I keep my girl look. Niggas acting up, prepared to get your girl to. Renegade, I get paid. Down for the squabble, turn it up to the max. Beat that hoe with a bottle. If your mouth is your muscle, you ain't prepared for the tussle. Don't suicide, try and get packed and duffel rolling. Don't suicide, try and get packed and duffel rolling.
Oh yeah, bitches! I want to turn up. Back with June Dawg in the building. So,
Hey.
you said you're out on the road. Are you? Is it music related or is it something else?
No, it's not music related. It's personal. You know, I'm headed out here to Riverside.
Oh, okay.
You know, just chill out for the day.
Cool, man. That's well, and you do obviously you have an actual job, so you're not, you know, just like this is what's feeding you. You're just this is what's great. You know, you could just do your rap shit when you need to. You know what I mean, or want to.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I've been the broke star, the studio rat and all that. But as you progress, you know, man, I got a pocket full of money. I eat when I want to eat. I drink when I want to drink. I move when I want to move. I'm not looking for a handout. Like I said, I don't have to. And I learned this a long time ago. You know, I learned to do my own, move on my own, have my own.
Man,
but you got to grow just like your music.
Exactly. And just keep. Well, you know, I got to ask you, what do you think of these? Like these big rappers like you know, Tekashi 669 or Cardi B, they're all claiming gangs now.
It's the fad.
It's hip to do. Huh?
Yeah, it's the fad. It's having up. It's the entourage. It's, you know, it's to be thought of as dangerous. You know, and a lot of people just can't function on their own too. They gotta have that back, gotta have 100 people behind them. You know, so I get it, but if it's not you, I mean, if that's not because after a while they're gonna peel the layers off that onion and find out what it really looked like. So,
right. Well, that's the thing. If somebody tests their nuts at some point and says, "Oh, really? Are you really a blood?" you know, or a Crip or whatever, you know.
Yeah, then that's going to be from, and at that point is when all that shit is going to come to an end. And that's like the other guy. They had a rapper, white guy named Slim Jesus. Oh. I mean, they had him on video. He was doing drill music. was out of I think Chicago or something like that, and you know, he had all these guns in the video, little skinny, you know, young white boy.
Right.
But the thing is, what he portrayed, and when they caught up to him, oh, he was, oh, those are fake guns, and so now, you know, he had to really back down and let everybody know he's not like that. Man, you not even a little bit.
See, you're playing in a G's game, man. You're putting your foot in the wrong, you know, like a shoe right, that's not gonna fit, man. You know.
Yeah, and they can tell. You know, they can sense it.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Why. But see, what I learned is people will accept you for you. You don't have to. That's when you get tested. That's when you get picked on, when you're being somebody you're not. Because everybody can accept you. Learn how to be you and learn to do you the best you can, because that makes you unique, because there's only one you. You know, because if you're trying to be somebody else or be something like somebody else, you're not original anymore. So now you're going to get checked because you're just a carbon copy.
Right. Well, not only that, but I mean, it's real dangerous to just be claiming, you know, like established street gangs. You know, it's one thing if you want to say, oh, we're the Cardi B crew or what, you know, whatever the hell you want to be, but you know, but to say, man, oh no, we're Bloods. Like, oh, come on, man, that's some dangerous shit.
Right.
Claiming that when you're not actually
right. Well, like I said, it was just a fad, man. And then he wound up telling on the whole crew. So
yeah,
I mean, but everybody tells nowadays. It seems like, but I mean, I don't know, man. So I keep my circle kind of small. I really know the people that's in my circle, and I take my chances that way.
Well, there's a lot of dudes are into this. I call it auto snitching, where you snitch on yourself. You know, they'll get on Instagram or fuck. I've seen there was somebody was Facebook Live while they were running from the police or something like that. It was like a high-speed chase. Man, what the fuck? Yeah, like, come on, dude.
Stupider and stupider, man.
Oh, I know.
Stupid. They're making the police job so easy. I even it's crazy that you're gonna record yourself committing a crime, you know, because I know for a fact that the police, everybody should know this. The police, that's how they do most of their jobs. Social media.
Social media. Yeah, exactly.
Social media. I've had a police pull up to me in my neighborhood. I was just riding through, stopped at the stoplight. Police pulled on the side of me, right on the side of my car, the passenger side, rolled his window down, called me my real name, and said, yeah, man, I just got that new mixtape, man. That shit is nice.
Oh, wow.
I don't know him from a goddamn, never met him, never seen him in my life. And I'm a Spanish man, too, and I'm looking at him like, this motherfucker.
Huh.
Right. So, but he was telling me, like, roll your window down, roll your window down. Then he starts, I rolled it halfway. Then he said, then he told me that. I said, oh, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. Right. So they fish the internet, man. They fish it, and if he could do his homework and just know that, just what would he do if I had put a crime online, or you know, rob some people or shot some people?
Like, this guy knew your real name. You know, he didn't just call you, oh yeah, June Dawg. You know, he actually knew your birth name. You know, like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah. Then said, I got your mixtape, man. That shit is bumping, and all. I'm like, come on, you damn clown.
Hey, well, he's jamming your shit. So, I mean, you can't be too angry with him, you know?
Yeah, but, hey, man, you're not going to get a conversation out of me. I don't care if it's about music or what.
Right. Especially when you're coming that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, there's, or I've heard about Whack 100. You know, everybody talks about him. And I didn't know about him till Lonzo and Dusty started talking about him, honestly. But I was checking him out, and yeah, man, all that dude does is just like gang bang. He's like an internet banger, isn't he?
Nah, he see, my thing is with him, I met him a few times, man, and it was all 100. It was all love. It wasn't nothing like everybody's saying, but all I can speak about is, like I said, personally, when I'm in person, I met him. You know, real dude. I got a couple homeboys from my hood that been in jail with him. Real dude.
Okay.
But now what I see and what I hear on this internet, I mean, it's nothing that I want to partake in. It's nothing that I would be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be going back and forth. I mean, I guess they say shit, all publicity is good publicity. Maybe for some people, negative, whatever, or just always starting some drama just to get the clicks up, or maybe because I know in this game, bullshit attracts attention, and I learned that from making positive songs compared to songs where just I don't give a fuck on it. I don't give a fuck song gets all the attention. The positive shit don't go nowhere. It doesn't get no clicks. I don't know why is that, but that's the way it works. So
it's the way people are wired too, man. Yeah, I know. Like when even shows where we post some real, like we had a really good guest on, who was this or has done that, nobody's tripping. But then I'll post something about, taking a shit and I get like 10 comments on, So.
Right, but that goes like even with the TV shows. Like they got the like if you got a TV show where I want to say like, motherfuckers is fighting and doing whatever, or compared to a family show, that the fighting show gonna get all the views. Like even the housewives thing where they always fighting and talking crazy and shit. Yeah. Or ghetto, shit like that. And motherfucker fighting, throwing glass, like they watch that. They don't they don't care about the TV show with the little family and the kids going to school, and they don't give a shit about that. No, that's not. No.
And there used to be a show on called God Friended Me, which was actually pretty cool. You might want to check it out at some point. It was 2 seasons, but it was really good, man. It had, like every episode had a message. And it was a real positive show. Well, guess what? They pulled it off after 2 seasons. But like you said, Desperate Housewives, that shit that's been on for years, Right.
The drama sells, man. That's why a lot of record labels and all that are using. That's why they're making their money off this gangbang shit, this Bloods and Crips shit. Because people are intrigued by it. All these families that live in the suburbs or the families that live in the high-end areas, like shit, I guess they want to know what's going on over there because it's interesting. It's it's something different than how they live. It's like you can go to the ghetto without going to the ghetto. Just listen to the music or watch the video.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just
and in the comfort in the environment of your own home.
You can be a G just from your living room, right?
Right, just from your laptop, Right. So there it is.
Man, that's crazy. But another thing I hear too is rappers now have to check in with the gangs, like when they come to certain cities. Is that?
Well, yeah, that's been going on too. Especially if you're a gang member already out of town. Say if you're out of town gang member and you come into LA and the gang you from out of town has an LA division. They were like, okay, when you come out here to LA, you got to check in with us. You can't be just moving around and stuff like that. People play their power, however that goes. But some people not with that shit. But
man,
it's all a power move,
Yeah. Well, that's what they said happened to Biggie. Apparently, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's just it's unfortunate, because now it's like the violent shit. And I never thought I'd hear myself talking like this either. But now that I'm older, I got some perspective, and I'm like, oh wow, man. Some of the shit you guys are doing, auto snitching and threatening each other and all this other stuff, man. It's just getting ridiculous.
Right.
So what about the new music itself? Do you like it? Like the trap rap type stuff? Are you feeling that or not really?
Yeah. Some of it, it's different. Well, what I can't get into is like the trap rappers out of the South, Atlanta, Carolina, all that stuff, down south, Texas, all that's cool. But far as a West Coast artist that doesn't rap like that now, like that, I can't stand that. My thing is, bro, stay in your lane because it will. I believe it's going to come back around. And like I said before, a fucking hit record is a hit record.
Right.
I don't care if you trap rapping or you Mac rapping. Whatever it is. If it's a fucking hard record, it's going to go. Period. So you don't have to jump on what everybody's doing just because the radio is flooding it or you know, that's what everybody seems to like. But it's gonna come back around, man. I mean, and that's what makes you original, just staying in your lane. Because then after that, you just do it to the best you can. Like I say, work on your craft. Just keep coming up with different stuff, thinking outside the box, but still stay in your lane. You know, but you don't really have to switch up your style. And now you the rapping like them, and rigidity, and all that, and you know, rapping off beats that sounds and feels like you're out of pocket. And you know, I just say stick to what works. Stick.
Yeah, that's actually something. Wait, oh, there you go. You came back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
chopped out for just a second. But yeah, no, I hate that too.
Yeah, you gotta.
What's that?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I hate that too, man. Where you got a cat from LA or Oakland or something, and they're rapping with that southern accent. They're trying to sound, you know, like they from down south. Music, and you're like, oh, you sound retarded.
Man, like the reason why they South people sound like that, because that's their accent. That's how they do. We don't. Cali guys don't. We don't talk like that. And I love like the Bay, because the Bay got their own sound and they stick to it. You know.
Right. Yeah.
And they stick to that shit, man. You don't see people trying to rap like that shit. No. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the South rap. Like I love some of it. The beats is nice.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Just stay in your own lane, man, and just rock it out. Shit is.
Yeah, I don't like that fakeness. You know, like, dude, I when I hear a Bay Area song, I want to hear Bay Area music. Or when I hear it in LA, you know, that's what I want to hear.
Absolutely. But I don't know, man. Everybody got to do them, for each his own. But I know when they do that, then try to come back in their lane, and that lane is flooded now. It's too to jump back in. Now they want you to riggedy rap. They want you to do that rap now.
That's not even that would almost be good.
Yeah.
This is like that broken rap, like she like to eat my ass and I shit in the mouth. Yeah, you know, it's just like really broken up the way.
You know? Yeah. So yeah, right. I just do me, man. I'm doing my period, stay in my lane, and perfect the shit out of it.
You know, one thing you said in Dusty's interview, and this is interesting, you don't write raps. You just punch.
What I do, I used to write.
Okay.
But when Red Rum, you know, gave that game to me and said that it's best I get my own equipment. So now it's like at my own, because what happened with writing, it's like, okay, I know I have studio time coming up, so I have to fucking write my rap, make sure it's all written, make sure, you know, before if I go in there and I write and I waste all this studio time writing the goddamn song. So what I do, I just go in there, all right, let's record. But first, of course, I have first few lines or whatever in my head. I'll say it, bam. And then, you know, I think it's a couple more lines added on, bam. So it's like I'm building a verse up.
Right.
You know, I'm building it up, saying it how I want to say it, the flavor that I feel it should be in, the delivery, all that, you know. And I think that it comes out more authentic. It comes out more, you know, the feel of it. I capture it, you know, instead of me writing, because I can't catch the feel writing because it's written already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Where this is more authentic. Like this is what was going on right at that time when you said it.
Right. And it's the way I felt when I said it, you know, because writing is like it's the robotic, like I said before. It's you just writing, you know, finish one line and go to the next line. But I can get more versatile. I can get more, you know, I can add more flavor, more sauce into what I'm saying because it's not written. You know, it's unscripted. It's, you know, I can, so it's I get a better feel, but I still write. There's times where I need to write. There's times where, you know, I might have to write a few bars to go on there. That's nothing. That's easy.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, I like to just go on there and create.
That's cool, man. Well, now that you have your own studio, you can do that too.
Right, because I'm not being pressed for time.
Right.
I can,
clock's
I can do 8 to 12 bars, fucking get writers and get stuck and say, all right, well, let me go out there and roll something up or go and come back. By the time I come back, all right, let me finish that. You know, that's the luxury of having your own. But thanks to Red Rum, you know what I mean? Other than I didn't have my own. I used to go to his house, record with him, or I go to different studios and pay for it. But he's like, man, You need to stop all that and get your own shit, because this is what you do. You need to just wake up whenever you feel like it, go in there and record a line. You might be in the shower and a line just get in your head like, oh shit, that sounds dope. Let me go record that. You know?
Yeah. That's well, that's like with our show too. You know, I used to pay to do a live internet radio show, and my co-host was like, man, you could do that shit from home for free. And he was on my ass for years. And finally I went and did it, and it's the best thing ever. So yeah, definitely run your own shit, you know? So, but
absolutely, man.
And some people need a script to take a shit, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no original, like they can't think on their feet, like what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just do it. It's a better feel, man. And because there's plenty of times I'm in the shower and something just come in my head. I say, oh shit, that sounds dope. And I just got going there and record it just like I was thinking about it.
Right.
And it's done. You know?
How it was intended to sound too, you know?
Absolutely. And it's just the worst thing ever when you in a studio and you watching your clock, and you know, and you got to get it out. You're forced to just see, and what it robs you of when you do it that way, it robs you of not coming up with the best possible line or punch word, or you know, that you can come up with, because you're forced just to put something, just to lay something down. Like, come on, let's lay it.
Right.
You know,
right.
I actually have the time to go through. That wasn't good. I got the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Come up with the best I can come up with.
Right.
And shit, I've been winning every time I put a verse down.
Well, it sounds good. I can't tell you're punching in. I didn't know that until you said that on his interview. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And
I engineer my own sessions. You know, I don't master my music, but I engineer and mix it down, and I take it to go get it mastered. The rest is history.
Wow. So so you do master, like even if it's just a single, you'll get it mastered too, or no?
Well, it all depends. If it's like a mixtape record or whatnot, I won't get it mixed down. I wouldn't get it mastered. I'll mix it down the best I can, you know, and then I, you know, release it that way. But if I got a single, producer freshly made the track for me and all that specifically, and then, you know, I do all I can do to have that shit sound crispy clean.
Man, because everything you got up there on your YouTube is great, man. You got all kinds of good stuff to listen to. Oh, which by the way, what kind of bars do you go to, man? You had that one thing about bouncers throwing knuckle sandwiches or throwing people out. Dude, that was
I know all the bouncers too. That's why I know all those guys, man, and they're cool as shit. And they Crips too at that, but they some cool dudes, man. It was just, my point was, you know, these women, man, a woman 9 times out of 10, a woman is not going to beat a man up or manhandle a man. It will happen every blue moon or something like that.
Right.
But I think a woman needs to be the one who knows how to de-escalate the situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who can be more quick on her toes with the thinking, and she can recognize that the guy is getting pissed off. Like, I don't care if it's her husband or just some angry guy. You know, the woman is supposed to be the peacemaker. Like, a woman can't be a tough guy and think she's going to win that fight. It's not going to happen. Right. You know, and I just don't understand why these women still think they can do that.
Well, or either that or they'll escalate it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to test his love for me or some shit, you know? Man,
they'll push all the buttons. As soon as that guy, the animal comes out of them, and then they want, like, little old me, I didn't do anything. I'm not trying to, you know, promote violence like that on a woman, but I just want my women to be the nurturing, the calming effect, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Instead of pushing I used to have I had an ex that she would do that all the time. Like, try to get me to, yeah, she'd try to get you fired up. Like, to you know, you're going to let him talk to me like that. You're going to let him do, and you're just like, oh, fuck. Okay, you know, really?
See, them the ones right there will get you hurt. And then when you get hurt, and then she going to back out. Like, that was on you. Like, you should have never did that. You know, like, now it's all on you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Shit.
A lot of that happens, though. You know, a lot of these, and guys are stupid enough to go for it. That's the other problem.
Right.
You know, they'll be like, okay, baby, I'm fighting for your honor. I'm doing all this dumb shit. I'm probably gonna go to jail, but
Right.
that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, you in jail, and now she over there calling your homeboy to come, you know, pick her up or do whatever. Now he flirting with her, and who knows what else gonna happen.
Man, that's it's to quote your boys, man, young soldiers, you better know who your homies are.
Shit.
You know,
Yeah.
what do you say? Why your boy sticks his pole in the fish bowl?
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. So man, it's crazy game, man. You got to learn.
Speaking of that, man, is because you know we've interviewed Big Y a couple
That's
years
my
ago.
guy.
How's he doing, man? Is his health better?
Yeah, his health is better. We're going to work on this record. I recorded this record called it's called Sweet Thing. He told me that we need to call it, is it Costa Dulce or Dulce Costa, if I'm saying it right, but that Sweet Thing in Spanish. It's a story that I got. It's a nice record, man. He wanted to be a part of pushing it and help me get it out there. So we're putting that together. That's going to be a single I'm going to release once everything gets right. Probably, hopefully we can shoot the video like in Tijuana or something like that, you know, had that top. It's going to be a totally different thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're going to come up.
Yeah, story about a Mexican chick, like, or is that why?
Right,
okay,
right, yeah. It's about a Mexican chick that I met, you know. But it's just, it's you know, I just came up with the story, but the shit is dope, man. The track is dope, you know. The whole the process is dope, and if we could bring it to life and put it on camera, man, with the visual and all that, that should be real dope. And it's totally different. So we just plan on doing something different with that. And it's really thinking outside the box. If we can do a video like that in Tijuana, you know, with the big old hats and shit, the mariachi band and all, we got we dreaming big with this one. So
well, that's good,
yeah.
man. But you know, have you noticed like some of your buddies from the hood, once you try to branch out and do other stuff other than rapping about the hood, they seem to lose respect a little bit. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But here's my take on it though. Here's the thing. It's like, okay, see, when you deal with the homies, it's okay, I'm your homeboy. Why should I have to pay? I'm your homeboy. Why should I have to get in line? Or, you know, and it's cool to have that back, and it's cool to have that backup. Your homeboy is the one that's going to tell you if they like it, they feel it, whatever. But see, those are not your real fans. Your fans are the people that don't know you. Your fans are the people that recognize and realize and understand that this is a job, this is a craft, this is what you do. They're going to pay for that. You know, this is not a homeboy thing where man, just shoot me or just email me to something. Nah, they're going to actually pay for it. They're going to pay to get in the performances that you're at. They're going to pay. They're going to watch the video faithfully. You know, so those are the people that actually you really want to meet. You really want those people on your level, hardworking people that's going to take that paycheck, go pay for the single, go, you know, whip the debit card out and get on the computer and do that shit. Because your homeboys 9 times out of 10, they don't even have a bank account, so they're not going online to go buy your shit. They just waiting for you to slide it to them.
Right. They're like, well, when do I get a copy or something?
Right. Come on, man. I'm your homie, man. And, you know, so it's man. I've been doing this long enough, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's weird too, because they'll kind of pull people. Okay, like I did a song called Constant Struggle because I used to rap. And I had a guy on there that I knew from school who just happened to be a Rollin' 60 Crip. So I put him on the track as well. And I asked him, I said, did you show your boys the song? And he's like, yeah, man, but you know, they're used to me rapping about the hood and things in the hood. And I'm like, dude, there's a big world out there, man. You can't just focus on the hood.
Big world, man. Big world. And Big Y, that's what we talked about too, you know, because I got a lot of records with the hood and I still do records about the hood, uplifting the hood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to put a shine on them. Yeah, it's fine and all. And that's why Big Y specifically picked that record, because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's out of the box. It's something like, well, we can take a chance. Let's just take a chance, like throw the shit on the wall and see if this sticks. We already know what the gangster shit do. We already know who supports that. Let's do this. Let's tap into a whole new market. You know, let's get these fly little women. Let's get these, you know, these Spanish chicks and all that, these nice senoritas and all that. And let's take it from there. You know what I mean? And I'm with it, man. I mean, it's a big world out there. This little LA shit and gangbang shit ain't going, it's not too much money they're going to spend.
No.
So, yeah, so I'm all with it, man. I mean, hey, man, shit. Life is short. Why not take a chance and try something fresh and new?
Oh, absolutely. And you never know who your fans will be too, man. It might surprise you. Like, really? That person likes this shit? You know?
Right. Like, yeah, I already know my boy down the street like it. My manager once told me, one of my ex-managers, he said, for someone to say, oh, that's hard, or that's cool, that's nice, that's one thing. But we looking for the people that's ready to buy the shit.
Right.
You know,
right.
That's better than oh, that's hard, I like that. We're the people who actually want to go in the wallet and say, let me get that.
Like, I gotta have that.
Where can I get it? Yeah, where can I get it from? Those are the people I want.
Right. So. Right. Man. Well, you know what? Let's jump into this. Is an interesting track because it's called Same Team, where you hook up with a Crip rapper on this, man. Talk about this a little bit.
Right. This is a record I came up. Once again, I was in the studio and the track was on, and I think I was getting dressed to go out one night, and I just had the track just banging, and I said, shit, it was just coming to my head, and I just laid the hook. And from that part, I got a guy named Mike D. You know, he's from Watts. I played it for him. He was like, yeah, that shit is dope. And he introduced me to Bronco. And shit, we took it from there. And I said, all right, well, I got this song I want you to get on. Like, cause what I'll do is I'll lay hooks on records, and then I'll probably go to another record. I'll leave that song alone, go to another one. Or I might do a hook, do a verse, go to another one. So I have these songs, so when I meet somebody or whatever, I can say, I got a song I want you to jump on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So he jumped on it, and it took off from there. But as we were putting it together, it was like people were getting a whiff of it, and the steam it was getting, it was like, shit, this shit is like picking up steam. Like everybody's interested in, you know, and they couldn't wait for it to drop. And it was a great unity song. You know, at the right time, the climate was just for that, because, you know, Nipsey Hussle was doing stuff with YG, you know, things in that nature. So, and then this climate right now, Bloods and Crips get along. Bloods and, like, you got certain Bloods and Crips that get money.
Right.
Not saying all Bloods and Crips get along, because you can't speak for, I'm not speaking for all the Bloods, and I never would do that.
Right.
But the ones that figure, maybe they got a family member that's from another neighborhood. Maybe they get money with another guy. I mean, you know, and you got a reason that you're, you know, that you got this relationship. So I'm really like celebrating that, you know. Now I know it's Crips that I probably would never do stuff with or whatever like that. But as far as this guy, excuse me, as far as this guy, his neighborhood never had any run-ins with my neighborhood. They're way on the other side and stuff like that. And every time I go somewhere and I see him and his homeboys, they treat me like family. And when we see him and his homeboys, I'm somewhere, we treat them like family. So, you know, it ain't no problem, man.
Yeah,
not at all. So
that's cool, man. No, I like that. That's kind of what drew me to the track, because I was like, oh shit, wow. You know, like, you guys actually, instead of banging on each other, you guys are linking up. Like, yeah, man, this is us. We're on the same team.
On the same team, man. We both get looked at, man. So same way. So it's the same shit. We trying to get out the struggle. So ain't no need for me to talk shit about him, or he talk shit about me, or I hate on him, or he hate on me. Just what if we just get everybody together? And I don't know, man. Like, once again, I go to time. Life is short, man.
Yeah.
Think outside the box. Try something different.
Exactly. Because you never know, you know, once you go, what contributions have you made? You know, what have you done? So
right.
You want to make sure.
And then Red Rum was a good, you know, he used to try to push that too, you know, unity and all that. And you know, that was a big market to push the unity and try to get things together, man. And like I said, everybody, it can be saved. Everybody is not going to be with it. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but for the ones that's okay with it and the ones that's on that tip, here we go.
Go roll with it. All right. So we're going to jump in the same team, and then we're going to come back and talk to you some more. So be right there.
Figaro to watch, nigga. June Dawg and Bronco. My nigga Mike D, what's up, nigga? Yeah. Whoa. We gon' get it in like this, nigga. Red and blue makes green. Come on. Yeah. Both sides of the track, nigga. We on the same team. It's us against them. Either you with it or forget it, nigga. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Say that. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. We on the same team. Yeah. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Yeah. I've been out grinding, doing dirt. Now it's time to get my money right and put in work. Put on my red chucks, chest out, head up. Shit this black on black killing, man, I'm fed up. The backy suits with the Pendleton, no room for middlemen. Killer be killed and buses, we getting rid of them. Them white boys laughing, they cuff us and put us in the cell. All my brother's keeper, I do the time and I never tell. Oh well, let's take it back to the block though. Figaro the Wasses, Junior, my nigga Bronco. That's the alley-oop like if I was Ray John Rondo. Blue plus the red equals green, we get it pronto. Might be my watch nigga till I'm dead gone. Dead wrong, life's a game of chess, so I'm headstrong. You can hear the message in my vocals through my headphones. Swerving through the lanes in a rider with a red bone. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Say that, say that. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. We on the same team. Yeah. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Say that, say that.
So we gon' get it crackin' with this blue and this red, and really get the bread and make sure everybody fed. Change a fraction to a decimal, flip that into some digits. The commerce of relationships ensures that we gon' split it. So me, I grind with real ones, cause my team gon' play to win. And when it's go time, just know my niggas gon' get it in. And funkin' ain't an issue, cause y'all know y'all can't see us. And the truth of the matter is that y'all really wanna be us. A kingpin, mastermind, alley-oop, and overtime, fudging by the dozen with my brothers, cause we front line. Black man business, baby, count this as a classic. Watch that armored truck money, keep them crackers flabbergasted. Pop up at the function in them foreign super shiny with a handful of riders ready to roll right beside me. Some cold-blooded whoopers and a flock of fly crips in the VIP section, turned up in this bitch.
What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Say that, say that. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. We on the same team. Yeah. What you mean? What you mean, nigga? Red and blue makes green. Nigga, we on the same team. Nigga, we on the same team. Say that, say that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, same team. You know, because obviously when you mix blue and red, it comes out green, right?
All day. Money green.
Money green. Well, you know, it's funny because when I was talking to you on the phone, I was at work, and there's a guy that works in my building, an older guy, and he heard me talking to you. So when I said that about the red and the blue making green, he was like, "Sometimes they make purple." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, man."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I mean, come on, man. Just open your mind up and think right like how we think for a second, you know.
He was an old guy, man. He wasn't too hip to what was happening. He just happened to catch a piece of the conversation. But you know, I want to ask you, man, that like the whoop whoop that you guys always, you know, yell and whatnot. Yeah. I've noticed the Juggalo kids, like I've heard on an Insane Clown Posse, they always say whoop whoop. They do a similar thing. Has that ever been an issue? Has anyone ever called them on that?
How long have they been doing that for? I never heard of that reference right there, but in the early 90s, 91. So I don't know how far they go back with their whoop whoop.
Yeah, because I know when I go to the Juggalo, like, you know, I've been to some shows like with Insane Clown Posse or Twisted or, you know, those kind of groups. And they'll always say, "Can I get a whoop whoop?" And I'm like, "Whoa, okay. You guys do understand that's a it's a blood call."
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, but they probably say it in a different light. But I thought, if I'm not mistaken, I thought they were Bloods or something, or were portraying to be Bloods on the low or something like that. Was that?
I didn't know that. If so, huh?
Oh, it was something, man. I could be mistaken, but it was because, like I said, it's a trend, man. Everybody want to be goddamn Bloods, you know. So
I mean, it's possible, I guess. I mean, they're from Detroit. I don't think.
yeah.
I mean, they got gangs, but it's not necessarily Bloods and Crips. I don't think.
Right. Well, maybe I could be wrong, man. So don't quote me on that. But you know, maybe they're not. It's different than me saying it than those guys saying it. If that's not the case, because we got meanings to ours. Our woo was meant that we were gathering all the guys. Like it could be me, you, and 25 other people. If I yell out woo woo, everybody coming around.
That just means
it's like a gathering call. Yeah, like or it can mean that I'm about to like either I stole, like if I stole something, nobody know. I say woo woo, or say okay. Let me see. If I stole something once again, and I'm showing it to you, you're like, damn, where you got that? I said, man, I just whooped this shit. You know?
Oh, okay. So like
I whooped it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I whooped that. You know what I'm saying? So it got different meanings, man. But
man, well, and let me ask you this too. Like, I'm sure at some point you had to kind of train yourself to stop replacing C's with B's, right? Like in just general conversation.
Well, I've never been okay, just can't they can't function where I need to function at. I go to a job interview, I know how to speak, or right. Even when I'm around my boys and all that, I don't have every word on my mouth don't have to be blood. Like they know where I'm from. They know, you look at, so I'm gonna have some red on or something, but I don't have to speak like that. Now, if I want to, I can speak like that. You just got to know how to switch it up. You can't just be so one-track mind. And like I say, you got to think outside the box. See, I've been able to maneuver and get around and conduct myself how I'm supposed to, be at that moment. So
that's the thing. Yeah. Some people can't do that. They can't turn it off. They walk into it, like you said, into a job interview and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see looking for employment or whatever.
So. They'd be like at lunchtime, they asking the boss, where's the cafeteria?
Yeah, exactly. That was a good example.
Where's the cafeteria? Like the who?
Those are probably guys that don't integrate very well, I would assume. They're just they stay stuck in the hood.
Right, huh? Right. Yeah, those are the ones when you go, some homies you have when you go to a club or something, they be like, man, don't bring them homies with you. Bring the ones that can conduct themselves. You feel me? Right. Because if you bring them other ones, it's going to be some shit. Bring some ones that know how to get out and move and maneuver, but still with the business, still some soldiers, but know how to conduct themselves. It's very important that we know how to conduct ourselves.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of adult teenagers now too, man. You know what I mean? Like people that they're adults, but they don't behave kind of like we were talking about earlier. As you grow, hopefully you grow, but some people don't, man. They stay stuck.
Yeah, they do. I mean, unfortunately, those be the ones that get the short end of the stick. I mean, see the ones like that, they just, cause like I had a guy, one of my homeboys named G-Sex. His name was Waddell. I mean, that's all he knew was how to gangbang. You know what I mean? Wow. Gangbang to the fullest, like the best gangbanger you're gonna find.
That's crazy.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's like that. Like if you don't know no other, if you can't be a chameleon, if you can't switch it up, it might be all bad for you because you're going to always be in that lane because it's a lot of danger in that lane. You got to know how to shift and maneuver and get out the way and switch up your language and know how to talk with sense and know how to, when you speak to somebody, you got to know how to have intelligence. Like, you can't just come off always sounding ignorant, but there's people that's like that. Yeah. And I don't judge nobody. Some of them, the whole hardest people, they just been in the hood like that. They just, all they know is the hustle. All they know is the streets. I got love for them people too, but I just, that's not me.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's kind of like at some point you got to grow. I find myself sort of trying to distance myself from people like that, man. Like, dude, you're not, because there's guys that I went to high school with that still behave like they did when they were in high school, and you're like, man, you have not grown, you have not developed. Like, I really have no use for you,
Right, but like, that's how life is. I mean, once you get older or whatever, you can't take everybody with you. Some people that's still on the same level doing the same dumb shit. I heard somebody say, I think it was like 40 or something. They was like, man, he say 40 is not old, but it's too old to be doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because now it's going to have a cost with it. It's not like when you're 15, you do something dumb,
Right. So you have to learn, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be stuck doing the same shit. And it's just like the people that, like, I got homeboys that I might throw a party or some shit, or it could be a get together. We got some barbecue, we got food, we got drinks. Come through. See, as a grown adult, quite naturally, a grown adult, you got some money in your pocket, you might bring something to the party. Like, I'm done with inviting motherfuckers that just come with an appetite.
Oh yeah. They just want to eat.
You know what I'm saying?
And drink.
That's it. Like, I'm not bringing shit. I'm just coming to eat up your shit and drink up your shit. Like, I'm done with those type of dudes, man. I got a motherfucking homeboys like that, man. I'm like, you niggas is worthless, man. So I just, if they not on that level where they got money in their pocket, they can go buy something and say, June, what you want me to pick up? Like, those are the type of guys I want to deal with. The type of guys you go somewhere and they say, no, I got it. Like, however, like, if they ain't on that level, we can talk or we can say what's up and holler, but I ain't really too much I can do.
Right. It's got to be reciprocated. Like, okay,
right.
Well, this dude helped me out one time, vice versa. It's not just, hey, man, every time we're going out, I'm paying for your shit.
I got to leave. You're going to get left behind. Like, me and you, we're not going to be compatible anymore. I mean, you my homie, you cool, love you, whatever, homie, but I'll catch you next time. You'll be a person I won't tell you to come out and roll with us.
Right.
You know?
Man.
Won't happen. Yeah.
Well, hey, where can everybody get your music? Or if they want to follow you or whatever. This is time
okay.
to
Yeah, you can follow me on I'm on Instagram at June1, JUNE_T, like Tom. So that's JUNE_THA1 at Instagram. My Twitter is the same thing, JUNE_THA1. That's June1. You can my music is out everywhere. Google, Play Store, Pandora, fucking Apple Music, Spotify. It's everywhere. All my singles, it's released. It's there. Just type in June Dawg, JUNEDAWG. But the thing is, it's another guy, man. I just realized it's a guy that got my same fucking name.
You know what? I ran across him yesterday, I think.
Yeah, man. I'm like, oh, holy shit. So I'm gonna make a transition from June Dawg to June the 1, period, like that. But everybody know me as June Dawg, but they gonna understand though, but they know what's up with June the 1, because that's my handle on my social media. So I'm just gonna start releasing music under that name after a while. But right now, I just if they're looking for my music, I hope they don't buy that dude music, because I don't know who the hell he is.
Right.
But they'll know who my music is. I mean, if they give you a sample or something, you can just listen to it. You know my voice.
Right. And well, you did have like some projects, like what was it? Boss Up is one of yours.
Right. Yeah.
So they can go by the title, or this last one is this, which we're going to take you out to, which is Life's a Bitch. And this is a brand new song, isn't it?
Right. That's on YouTube. I redid the was it Sugar? No,
Sugar Free?
AZ. AZ. Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill was the name of the song, I believe, but the artist was AZ. I just redid his song, so it's like a remix, sort of a mixtape track. I'm gonna try to release it, but right now you can get it on YouTube. So
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is, well, this is what got me going. I got to interview this dude because this was the song.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and I'm shooting a video for that on the 19th because I've had all kind of requests. Big Y, he was like, man, and why haven't you shot a damn video to that song? I say, bro, it's coming. I mean, you know, so yeah, so that's going to be shot on the 19th. You know, going to be on a yacht. It's going to be some scenes at the cemetery. So it's going to be dope when it's done, man, because I got a lot of people on my back about that song.
Yeah, that's a great song. Definitely want to make sure you push that. So
absolutely.
So yeah, man. Well, June Dawg, thanks for coming on with us. And all the rest of you, we're gonna take it out with Life's a Bitch. And you know what I mean? I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. This is Nothing Sacred. And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
Whoa. Real life. Look. Check it out. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. Yeah, my niggas suffered in the hood. When you live around here, it makes you tougher in the hood. Keep your head on the swivel with undercovers in the hood. And when you fucking these bitches, you use a rubber in the hood. In the hood, nigga, my niggas never understood. We just trying to get a piece of the pie and live good. Yeah, it's blood in and blood out. Ain't no breaking our bond. LIP the girl mad, Lil Louis and Lon Wine. We done lost too many real soldiers. So keep it real with your niggas. You never know who might be the one that go kill for you. Red rum, I feel for you. Your power ruin in peace. I keep it gangster like a cuff in the crease. Ain't nobody guaranteed tomorrow. I'ma let it be known. Pouring out some liquor for evil and kill a tone. Damn, I wish Lil P was home. Yes, indeed, it's on. Reminiscing while the beat is on. While the beat is on. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. This is for my day ones out of the sandbox. Never will I give up on making our brand hot. Body after body, you can be another numero. Only time niggas get together is a funeral. Damn, it's dedicated to Fig Whoopers, Local Will Bang, T-Man, and Big Shooter. M in the air, we some real Fig Riders, man. It's for Reddy, Red Spider, and Big China Man. Damn, I'm trying to dance with the devil. This another level, we coming straight out the ghetto. Yeah, body at the body, they probably busting the metal. I done lost many homies, and ain't no way I'm a Lego. LIP the Laniac, brazen Lil Rob. My niggas get the whooping and shooting like it's a job. This for all of the fallen soldiers. Tomorrow's never promised, we living trying to get over. Let's go. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't no guarantee will I live or survive. So I'ma stay high with my eyes on them fake niggas. Ain't no telling when the reaper wanna come take niggas.
On land to be the same motion, blood. It's hard. How the fuck? That's why I discover how do other motherfuckers get their retirement papers, blood? You know what I'm saying? Where do retirement papers come in, blood? At what age do I turn into a kickback OG gangster or some old shit? Man, that ain't gonna never happen, blood. I mean, on Lane, I'm an old YG, period. That's the best I could be.